Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to discuss and talk about OSINT. OSINT is open source intelligence. So basically, when we collect, use any information which is publicly available to either answer certain set of questions or maybe try to create some actionable information out of it, is the entire process is called OSINT. Now in this video, we are going to focus on one specific subdomain, which is image OSINT. Um, and we are going to try to find the exact location where the images were taken from. So we have three images here. If I open the first one, I'll try to walk you through the strategy of how things work or how attackers might figure out the place where the images were taken. So initially, we try and get or write information which we can directly see. In this image, we try to zoom in, uh, and we will be able to see Taj here if we try to focus at multiple places. So it's seems like a Taj hotel or palace or whatever. Now we are not sure of the location where this photo is taken, right? That is the goal. So here, what we'll try to do is first try to see if this image contains any EXIF data. So what EXIF data is, basically it's metadata for the image. Metadata is anything that represents extra details for the data itself. In this case, metadata could be, or the EXIF data could contain location, the phone or camera from which the photo was taken, the timestamp at which the photo was taken, and so on and so forth. There are multiple ways to extract EXIF data from a single image. Uh, the simplest one is to go to a browser, and if you search for an EXIF data viewer, you'll be able to find multiple results. You can open any of the websites, try to upload the photo, and see if it shows anything useful. So here we upload the image, and let's go down. So it states this photo does not contain any location data. So did not work for location. Let's see if there is something else which is useful. So we can see file access date, file change date, modify date, permissions, but nothing that stands out directly. So there's nothing useful here, but it is one of the simplest way to get information. For example, somebody shares images with you over, let's say, email. There's a high chance those images will contain the EXIF data. Whenever you try and upload images or anything on social media, for example, Instagram, the backend system removes all this data so that an attacker cannot get this information and try and understand where you go and all that stuff. So coming back, first attempt was EXIF data, which was unsuccessful in this case. Apparently, it was deleted by the person who captured, or was lost during the transmission of the image. Uh, Now, if we there's another way of reverse image search. So, if you know image Google image.google.com. Basically allows you to reverse search the images, and you can basically upload a image here, and it will search the image if it's able to find it somewhere on the internet. Now, the fantastic part about this image search is that it is very good at detecting certain locations which are publicly famous. So, Taj Hotel is one of the things which is uh, publicly very famous, or at least famous among tourists. So, it's available on the internet. So Google understands that this building is apparently Taj Palace, which is the right answer in this case. Um, so the objective here was to just get the location. We are not going into more details of what else could have been done with this photo and everything. Um, but we got the location. We can verify this specific thing either from other images or from Google Maps. So if we go to maps.google.com, uh, and try and search for Taj Palace Hotel Delhi, because it showed us this hotel is in New Delhi. Apparently, my internet is very slow. So if I go into street view mode, I'll be able to see a similar view of what the photo looked like, but from inside the hotel. So this is solved. Uh, the objective here was that first of all we try to guess the location, simplify it to a zone or a city, and if we directly get the location, we try to validate it through street view, basically by evaluating other images present on the internet, which someone else might have uploaded or whatever the case be. Um, Coming back to the second photograph, um, this is a photograph from a metro station. But how do we know that? So if we zoom in here, we cannot read all the stations here, but there are couple of stations which are visible here to us. Uh, this station, Vidhan Bhavan, and so on. Couple of stations are visible. So we can try and estimate the location either by directly searching the Google, but if we look closely in the photo, it's clearly specified as Mumbai. It's not very clear, but if you try and guess, you'll be able to make it out that this is Mumbai. Um, Now, if you search this specific line, what we'll do is try and search with two stations, Vidhan Bhavan and this Kuf Parade. So we open the first link which shows uh, us the distance and the metro map. What we want to do is we basically want to understand what route travels and what all locations this could go to, because in the picture we are able to see that this is one of the stations. Whatever the description will be here, this station will be one of them. So we just first have to divide the problem into smaller part where we want to figure out where the line is, and then try figuring out where this specific station is. Now in certain cases it's not guaranteed that we'll be able to make it out, but our job is to try the best we can and figure it out if we are able to figure that out. Um, we just want to read which line is this. We'll try to reframe the question, or never mind, we already get it. This is aqua line apparently. We'll just try and search aqua line Mumbai in order to verify that we are on the right track. Um, yes. So it shows list of all the stations which are there in this specific line, which is a good thing. We are also able to see some photos here, which might help us in correlating with our own picture that we have. So this is confirmed that this is the same two stations. Let's just verify for two more. If we look closely, this is the one of the same stations which is there on the line. Churchgate is also there. So both these stations exist on that on this in this picture. So we are sure that we are on one of the station on um, on this line. We just have to figure out where we possibly could be. So the interesting part here is that apparently Mumbai Metro has sponsorship from different organizations. So each station is generally having some sponsor or location, uh, like a sponsor, basically organization name in front of the station name. So here it's SBI, it's LIC, and so on. We'll have to, in a real world scenario, we would, it's highly likely that we wouldn't know that this sort of relationship exists in metro, because we might have traveled in other metro cities where such a relation might not exist. However, this is something unique I was able to find in this line specifically. Uh, so what we want to do here now is that evaluate how many stations might have Fevicol, because we are able to clearly see there is this posters at multiple places. So it is highly possible that this station uh, either could be uniquely identifiable or something on those lines. Um, so we'll just try to figure that out by going back to our browser and trying to search there. Fevicol stations on Aqua Line Metro, Mumbai. So here we were able to find that Marol Naka is one of the stations which is associated with Fevicol and is has been rebranded as Fevicol Marol Naka. Um, this station, we just want to make sure there is no other station which is relevant to Fevicol. If it is, we'll have to check that and evaluate how things go. I just opened this post to see if there was some interesting picture which can help us correlate. Apparently, there is not. So, we also found some pictures here. We'll try to correlate using this now, because we have a hint that this is Marol Naka. We'll try to open this and see if there are more pictures here. Mm, um, Not sure if there are more pictures here, but we can definitely search internet directly for Marol Naka metro station pictures. Okay. So there are different kinds of photos. Some showing elevated line, uh, but the photo we saw was uh, looked like something underground and not elevated. Because if you see carefully, the station is open and not properly closed. So we'll have to see. This is blue line. Uh, is okay. So this station has multiple lines, blue line as well as aqua line. So we want the pictures of aqua line specifically. Let's try and check. Looks very similar, but there's no branding in this case, and it just says Marol Naka. Uh, we have to find something more evident. So what we'll do is, instead of this, we'll try to search Fevicol metro station aqua line pictures. What this will do is probably show us the picture we want to see. So we don't know who this is, but they posted this pictures here. Let's see if there are some codes written here, but looks very similar. So it's probably this station here that we were uh, able to determine. However, the objective in a real world scenario will never be to always have the exact location. Even getting to a point where you are able to determine a specific set of locations helps, because you might be able to find another trail at any either of these stations about, let's say, some person who is stealing something. So it's always useful to get any clue possible from the picture. Just even getting Mumbai is a good clue as well. It also shows date and time, which is helpful. Uh, so yeah, this is it for the second one. We can close this and move to the next one, which is this picture. Okay, so this picture seems to be taken from a airport or something like that, but we don't know where this picture is taken. Um, One interesting way to guess it's within India is to see a lot of these cargo vans and stuff. This is Indigo, looks like that. This looks like Air India. There's Vistara. Uh, so it's uh, taking a wild guess. It's most likely India or an airport within India. This is clearly Indigo cargo, so this plane would ideally be Indigo's plane. We can also try and search for this information here, which shows the uh, plane number. Basically, we can use this unique identifier to track where the plane was on a specific day. Okay, uh, we'll do this, and I am able to see some interesting hints here, which are these buildings. So I'm able to see three buildings, and if I try to correlate them, I'll probably able to be able to make out where the pictures were taken, like an approximate location, and then use maps to figure out the precise location from where it was taken. Um, this is Fairmont. This is WPP. This is Iconica. So we'll have to search for all three individually. We also have this unique identifier for this plane. Not very clear, but we can try to figure out and correlate if this identifier belongs to Vistara. For example, I'm not sure if it's a D at the last second character, like VTTDF or something else. We can try and search for it, and if it shows up under Vistara's name, it's most likely this plane. And we can also correlate the data with this plane then. Um, so we'll start searching with these first, because buildings are more reliable in cases where they exist for long. We'll just have to confirm that where all three buildings exist. So again, Google search is always available. You can try and search for such a place and you'll get a location or an approximate. This can be wrong. However, in most of the cases, it gives good information about any particular location. So we had Iconica. Uh, this is a unique result. We just want to make sure there are no other Iconicas here. So it states that it's specifically for one specific location. I'm not sure if it exists at other places. However, for now, we can take it and move to the next location. WPP offices. Shows Haryana, Delhi, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. It definitely shows Mumbai, and again shows Andheri, which we were able to see here as well. So probably there's a good chance that both of them are in same location. Moving on to the third building, which was 1 second, which is Fairmont. So we'll search Fairmont. We'll just filter the results for India. Jaipur and Mumbai. Udaipur is also there. So if it's there in Mumbai, it's most likely that all three locations are in Mumbai, because Iconica specifically was in Mumbai. So I was able to take a guess, and now the objective is to just visually confirm it through either Street View or Google Maps. What we'll do is we'll go to Maps. We'll try searching this again and seeing if we are able to find all three buildings at a similar place. One second. So I have to re-record this part as there was some issue with the screen capture. I have just opened the locations of all three buildings that we were able to see in the picture. WBP, Fairmont, and Iconica. In the picture, we saw that the buildings appear to us in a straight line. However, here the buildings looked aren't in a straight line. But when we see that there is an airport here, it's most likely the picture was taken somewhere here, and due to the distance, these buildings appeared in a straight line, even when they were not. So we also uploaded the picture to EXIF data viewer, and we were able to find that the photo was taken on this specific date, unless the photo was tampered with. In certain cases, what people do is add wrong or fake EXIF data to trick other person or people spying on them. Uh, Here, there's no other useful data except the fact that this was probably taken on a Google or maybe an Android phone as well. Um, Based on this date, we were able to track the flights. So we were able to track the flight for this and this. Uh, I'll show what we were able to find for the first one. Uh, this specific uh, plane, we were able to find that this landed on Bombay on the same day in the early morning hours and was there for some time, at least till the this specific time it was there. And the other plane, making a few guesses and searches online, we were able to determine that VT is the right number here for this plane, and is owned by Vistara, which is now owned by Air India. Um, so if we search for this specific flight, there were some cached results from another website. Uh, Unfortunately, we are not able to view this result specifically because it requires an account. So I just used it to show that it's possible to track that it was departing Bombay. So it's the Bombay airport, and it arrived back, which is not relevant here. But the objective was to show that this was probably boarding around the same time because of its departure time. So the thing here is that we have a rough idea that the photo was taken somewhere here, and but we want to know which specific gate exactly, right? So there are two things that could be done here. One is make a relative guess. There is one more boarding gate here. There's one here. Could be that there is one more here, which is not visible in the picture, and take a guess. However, if you see closely the structure of the building, the airport, we are able to see that it curves. Sorry for that. It curves out. So if I had to take a guess, I'll probably assume that this is the place where the picture was taken. Why not this? Why not this one? Reason being, we are able to see a lot of boarding gates in front, but this stands out because this shows a picture, shows the boarding gates in a slightly straighter line, and is slightly exposed directly towards the buildings as well. Additionally, why not this one? Because I should have been able to see all these in a straight line if a photo was taken from here. And the photo is taken from towards this side because the buildings are here. I should have all the four boarding gates at least and the fifth one as well. So my guess will be that this was here, and maybe I can use this boarding gate to determine where this specific flight was heading, because I know it looks like an Indigo flight. The personnel here are from Indigo, the cargo is from Indigo, so most likely an Indigo airplane, and maybe that could have helped us track somebody. Um, so the re- the overall objective of making this was to show how when you post something on the internet could be used to track your location, even when you're not even when you don't tag the location with it. It's very easy to spy on people when you are posting everything online. So just be careful and be very specific when you post stuff on social media. That's all. If you think the video was useful to you in any way, do subscribe. I'll try and bring more interesting content here. Thank you so much for watching.